going live. We did. What's up, guys? We live, man. It's Parlay with us.
T just DBOUBs.
Yeah, he just done. Yo, T was like, yo,
I ain't debombed though.
Yo, Stack said, he said, shut all that shit up and hit the button, bro. Like,
he said, get to the joint.
Get to the joint, man.
If you don't take that Leak MC hoodie off.
Yo,
go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. It's Parlay with us, y'all. It's Parlay with us. We having a good time on the intro.
His was a Benetton cross colors. This is Nike.
Yo, we got Mr. Yo, it's me, Mr. Beans. We got Stony Cook. He's finally back in town. Stony Cook's back in town, but he's still on us. What up? And we got Stacks.
I wasn't.
Yo, it was beautiful, man. It was dope, man. It was a great experience, man. It was nice. I was up in those mountains, like it was like a regular thing. And yeah, man, I got through it because some of those rides were, I was really high up in the air. And it was kind of, nerve-wracking a little bit. But I got through it, man. Overall, it was a great time, man. I had a great time, man. From the time I got off the plane to the time I went to the airport to come back home, man. It was a great time. But right. I know when we get on Sunday, I'll elaborate more because I'm not gonna have too much time with you guys tonight. But yeah, I got these little I had a little what you call it? I had an arrangement today, so I'm not at the studios right now. But cool. I'll be back cool. Sunday. I'll be back to normal in the studios, back to my normal surroundings.
So what you saying? The vacation days are over? They all used up, or what's up?
Oh yeah, man. It's a new year, man. Everything is brand new now. But I had to make some moves, in order to make that happen. Last week.
I feel you.
I had made an arrangement, so I'm honoring it right now. That's why I'm not at the studios.
Well, I know. You ain't got to speak no more. I already know.
Say no more.
You know what I'm saying? So
I already know.
Right.
But as you see, man, before we do that, man, before we keep going, hopefully we can hold you for a few, man. I don't know how long you be on, but I'll let the people see this real.
We got a good 15 minutes.
I feel you. So here we go.
But I'm gonna leave you guys with some good.
God to make moves, doobie don't snooze, it's on your back, cause they hate you, dog break through, son get through, but don't break you, homie make.
Yeah, this is once again, this is Parlay with us, man. It's me, Mr. Beans, you got Stony Cook, you got Hustle Stacks and Sean Doe. Once again, we're bringing you guys live content every week, Thursday, Sunday, on sports and entertainment. We are coming, strictly from the beam. My man Stacks is residing in the Tampa area, but we do this for you guys, man. We bring it for the Parlay with us team out there, the Parlay with us fans. So, guys, what's going on, man? How was y'all New Year and how's things going? Yeah, I know Stoney's back in town, but Doe and Stacks, how was y'all New Year's, man?
New Year's was good, man. Way to celebrate a new year. A lot of things I want to leave in the past, man. Start off fresh, right? Get moving in the right direction, man.
Yep.
I love that part. I love that comment there.
Man, I'm just chilling, man. I've been working, man. I just found out I'll be graduating from RCC in the summer.
Oh man!
Hopefully, I just got the word. Hopefully, I'll be able to get into a university, and just keep chilling with you guys. And I'm doing another mixtape for the summertime, part 2 of what I just put out.
Word up. I'm on the joint too, people. My rap name is Hot Stove Got Grease. Watch out for my 8 balls.
I like that. I like that plug. I like that.
That nigga T rap like a Sugar Hill. I ain't
fucking Yo, man, check out my man Doe, Sean Doe on Spotify, man. Check out his mixtape. It's fire, man. I like a lot of those.
I had Dojo in rotation for a little bit, but I ain't gonna front. I put it down for a little bit. That Banks kind of knocks you off the #1 spot for right now.
That was he got a nice album though.
Yeah, that Banks album.
I was thinking about
Banks album. That's
this
an
is
album
entertainment right now.
No,
But go ahead.
And the thing is, I love all artists, man. Even the guy that does the intro, never met him. Hopefully, I get to meet him. I support all artists, man. I truly do. It's not
Nonchalant Zay. Shout out to
doing.
Nonchalant Zay for that intro. Go ahead.
It's even what we're doing, man. Like you said, it takes work to do this. You got Crook, running around, keeping up with us and going on trips, keeping us. It's a commitment. Nah, it is, bro. It's a commitment when you go into the studio. It's a commitment when you spend 2 hours on this thing, especially now because we got football playoffs are going to be huge. And I just want to tell you guys, I know the slate. I wanted to tell you guys earlier. Do you know what games mean something this week and don't? I know I got a sports podcast. I should, but I
know every last one.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, number 1, Buffalo and Miami.
I know that one. Yeah.
That's gonna be
that's the
division.
biggest one, right? Yeah.
Yep, that's the biggest one.
Houston, in the whole NFC South. The whole NFC South.
So Atlanta, Sacks. Atlanta's playing Tampa Bay.
No, Atlanta, New Orleans, and Tampa. They all have to win.
Right. They all got to win.
All have to win games.
Houston, their game is going to be to make it to the playoffs. They playing on
Is that Saturday?
Pittsburgh,
Houston, and Indianapolis.
Yeah,
that game means that's for the to get the
wins,
playoff berth.
Both of them need wins, but the win is irrelevant if Jacksonville wins, though. I think their wins are irrelevant if Jacksonville wins.
If Jacksonville wins, but they have a backup plan, right?
Well, Jacksonville, they're not going to have Trevor Lawrence.
That's what I'm saying. So who they playing?
I don't know. This must be
Carolina.
Oh, look who it is, though. Look on the screen. Shout out to my man.
Spizzy.
Shout out to my man Big. Shout out to my man Big Haiti.
What up, Spence, man? What up, man?
I love you, fam. I'm gonna hit you up though. No
problem. You know that dude? That's the dude you talked about earlier in the show that said when you came out to Everett to run ball, you couldn't guard. That's him right there.
Yeah. I had blisters. I went home with blisters on my feet, man. I'll never forget that day, man.
Carolina's playing Jaguars.
Yep.
So I'll run down. Let me run down the quick before y'all.
That was last week, though. That was
hold on. Before y'all start jumping into it, let me just run down the title, and then y'all could start. We could ease right into the NFL. I know Cook don't got much time, so at least let him get some NFL in there. No, last week he wasn't able to jump in with us. It was a 3-man show. So I put it's the end, right? The end. We at the end of the NFL regular season. And it's week 18. So that was part of the time. And, obviously, we're going to throw the picks in there. We got college football playoff. Washington made it like I said they would. Shout out to Michael Penix Jr. against Michigan. I didn't think Michigan would beat Alabama. Shout out to Michigan for balling out and beating Bama. And we're going to have some NBA talk. The Celtics had a little hiccup there in OKC. And we'll talk anything agenda free before we end this, before we end the podcast. So let's move on right now. Let's move right on along. What do you guys want to jump on? We could jump down the slate. You guys said there's some meaningful games. I will start with the slate, and you guys can tell me why these games are meaningful out there, and if it's not. I'll start with a Saturday game. It seems like Saturday the Steelers will be meeting the Ravens. How meaningful is that game? And
for the
Pittsburgh -3. So tell me what let's see.
For the Steelers is big, but Baltimore already said they're gonna rest a lot of people.
Okay, do you think Baltimore is resting Lamar Jackson?
Yeah,
of course. That's the number 1 guy they're gonna rest. But I like Baltimore with the points though. I'm taking Baltimore +4. They're gonna still ball
+4. Okay,
I'm taking that all day.
Remember, Stoney Huntley, their backup ain't bad.
Oh yeah, that kid Huntley ain't bad. He's not. You're right, Sachs. Good one, Stacks.
And
Huntley is not a
and
bad.
Harbaugh,
He's not a bad player at all. He's a good backup.
Harbaugh
Really.
is known for not taking no games off, man. He brings it to you every game, man. He's known for that. Preseason, any type of meaningful that's a game that doesn't have too much meaning to it, he still plays as if it's a meaningful game.
That's a good point.
So Doe, do you have any reservations about this game? The same thing.
Honestly, man, I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Any of these games with backup quarterbacks and all that, I'm staying away.
Okay.
Staying away.
But you,
the Baltimore
Rudolph has been running the show for like 3 weeks now, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
Rudolph been hot too.
No, yeah, true. Like Crook said though, it's hard for me because Rudolph's been hot, like Stats says, but Baltimore plays these games even with backups and all that tough. So that game is just like one of those games. And then you have a lot of these teams resting their starters. Those games, this is just me personally from a gambler's perspective. I'm only betting on games that have something that means something
that has meaning to it.
I'm not betting any games that don't have any type of implications, even the Patriots, because the Jets might be like, "Yo, we lost 20 in a row. We trying to come in here and take your head off," or the Patriots might be like, "Yo, Bills might be gone. We're gonna play for Bills." Those games, I'm just not fucking with. Excuse my language, but
no. I mean, yo, you remember what I say? I was like, this is not parental advice. So we still, don't forget that part. It's still, this is.
But you get my gist, though.
I know. I'm just letting you. Right. So, next one, the Texans is going to meet the Colts. Woody, I don't know nothing about that. This is a good game. I mean, this means Stacks. This is a question for you. Is it meaningful for both teams or just for Houston?
Both. Of course. Yeah. Very meaningful. Equally meaningful. Bottom line, anyone loses, they out.
So any one of these two losers, they out.
And Jacksonville's playing Tennessee, Stacks, by the way. They're not playing Carolina. So even
I remember that. I remember the owner threw the drink.
Lawrence ain't playing though.
Lawrence is not playing. He got that AC joint. Okay.
Tennessee is at home.
Tennessee.
And I think they might want to take out Jacksonville. That's
they do.
Yes,
they do. They want to spoil that, definitely. That's why
so Tennessee will play the spoiler. You're saying Tennessee might play the spoiler to Jacksonville.
I don't know. They starting Tannehill though.
So those are Saturday. So those two games, those 4 games, those 2 games right there.
I think the rookie's hurt, though. I think he hurt his foot last week.
Okay. Sunday game. You just said it. Jets, Patriots.
I'm taking the Patriots and the under.
The Patriots -2.
I'm taking.
I like Houston. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go back.
No, because you didn't pick.
You like? Sorry. Yep.
I like Houston.
Go ahead. What about
I like Houston in that game? Tight game.
Yeah, I like Houston too. If I had to go with somebody, I'll take Houston.
Okay. You think Houston's running all their starters?
Yeah, they have to.
They have
to. This is an 8 o'clock game.
This is for the playoffs. This is for to make it to the playoffs. So they gotta bring everybody. Their whole guns. They gotta bring out all their guns to this game, and they're on the road, so they can't play around.
All right.
But I like their coach. They got a good coach, and I think the coach is gonna have them ready.
Yeah, I like.
Let's not spend too much time. Sorry to cut you, Stoney. Let's not spend too much time on this next one, the Patriots Jets. I know we all have some comments on what's going on with the Patriots at the end of the season. There've been a lot of talk on radio today about like there's meetings going on. Bill's out of here. It's official. Some people saying they don't know what they're talking about. Like, it's just a whole wild mess right now. They're saying things are coming out of that Bill O'Brien didn't get to hire the people he wanted on offense. He didn't want Adrian Clem. There's a whole. He didn't want Troy Brown. So there's a whole lot going on. So the way they making it seem on radio is just like this thing is blown up.
Yeah, it's blown.
It's blown up, right?
I mean,
with that being said, since the internal turmoil is going on with who's the coach, who's not going to be the coach, and this, that, the GM, and all this other stuff, the draft, and all of this other stuff, to that game on Sunday between the Jets and the Patriots is what do y'all think? Do the Patriots? I hate to say that, but I mean, are we striving for number 3 or number 2 pick, or are we just gonna try to win it to like
send Bill off with a win? Yeah,
with a win. That's
what I mean.
Play hard for Bill.
That game.
This is last game.
Huh? You said we need to win.
They're gonna play hard.
You gotta win that game.
You said we need to win the game, right?
Win that game.
It's gonna be low
scoring. Win that game for Bill. You gotta win that game. You gotta win that game.
Right. I understand. That's the question. That's the question I'm asking, because I don't know. Are we really thinking about our draft implications, or are we gonna win the game for Bill?
Honestly,
no, I don't think so.
Is not.
I don't think so.
Or are we solidified right now? Are we already know that we get in either 4 or 3?
No, we can end up at 7 actually, but I don't think we will. But the fact of the matter is, if you're going to have a team going to next year, I told you at the beginning of this podcast, when you play or any sport for that matter, but especially in football, because there's not that many games, and stats could tell you, you're going to build whatever you're going to build for the next year, man. You're going to go in. You remember when Drew Bledsoe threw for like 400 or 500 yards against Minnesota Vikings? They were like 6-11. Michael Tipson and all these cats were playing. It went into the next year, bled into that next year. And we ended up going to the Super Bowl, if you guys remember. Or we ended up going to the playoffs, because I think he came in 93. I think 94 was when we did that game at the end of the year. If you Google that and look back at it, Bledsoe had a big game at the end of the year. We beat the Vikings. The Vikings
it was 95.
95. I believe they had Warren Moon,
they
right?
didn't make it to the playoffs till 96.
Yeah, so 95, but it bled into that. They'll tell you that team said that last game bled into the next year. I'm just going by what the players said. So my point is, send Bill off with a win. Hey, we're gonna get a quarterback, man. We're gonna get a quarterback. So
I don't think
that's it.
They're not playing for a play. That's not their style, man. They playing to win.
Yeah,
I think
they
from
need to get a win.
Day one, they don't carry themselves that way. I don't think they feel like we're gonna play hard every game. Wherever we fall, we fall.
Oh, yeah, and shout out to the defense, because the defense they had week. I mean, that's
something to build on.
I mean,
build on that.
If you don't have,
remember, they missing some key players.
No, but that being said, though, that don't mean they're gonna win. It could be just the Jets might have that. I don't think so. But my point is, I want them to play to win. And I am taking the over, Crook. I'm taking the over. It's 30. I'm taking that over. You can't. You gotta take that over.
I'm going the other way, man. It's gonna snow.
Really?
It's gonna be windy.
Oh, the weather. That's right. The weather.
Yeah.
So you'll take the under on that. So take the under. So you're taking the under on that. What's the under on that? What's the under on that? Because I don't have my FanDuel.
30.
Oh, 30.
30.
And it was at 31. I got it at 31.
You got it at 31.
The money's coming in on the under. But I'll still take it. I'll take it at 29. It's gonna be a 13-10 game.
Yeah.
It's actually 30.5. I'm sorry, Beans. 30.5.
Okay, that sounds good. I mean, I would take the under on that too. So, guys, if y'all listening out there, if you for the Boston Patriots fans, we are from Boston. This is a Boston-based podcast. If you're taking the Patriots, just take them on the under. That's the best bet. Like we all most of us feel the same way. Take the under 30.5 because the weather's gonna dictate that. Right, the weather will dictate that. It's gonna be ugly out. So I could see that. So let's move on, guys. That's all I was gonna give y'all with the Patriots. It's the end of the season, end of the regular season. Sorry for the Patriots. I kind of had to I saw the writing on the wall that this year wasn't going to be a good season. As y'all see, I just put this new thing up in there. Still respect to my team, right? But
that's dope.
I still feel as though that
would you buy off of Stacks and his little stash of the crates?
Now I was like, I have so much stuff, I'm digging in the crates. I'm digging in the
joint. I ain't even put it up yet, though.
I'm digging in the crates to find all my little things that I know I have. I got autographed photos, all kind of stuff. I'm gonna get them framed, and I'm gonna try to put it all up there. I just gotta find this stuff. I don't know where I put it. But with that being said, man, I hope the Patriots make the right moves. You guys know what I want them to do. you said it though. If it ain't I like what Penix is doing in the college at the end of college football. But if it ain't Michael Penix right now, just draft a quarterback, man. Draft somebody for real.
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Go ahead.
I don't think there's many pros that could have made them throws that kid was making. I'm just telling you right now.
Yo, Stacks was texting me during the game like, yo, you see this? Do you see the throws?
Them throws were impressive, dog. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Even when they was off, they was close. Look,
close.
one was off. He threw it so good, but he tapped it up and got the touchdown.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that kid. Okay, let's do the ACL thing. I get it.
Right. That's what they're gonna say. They said he had 2 knee surgeries. They said they had 2 knee surgeries.
But there's no quarterback coming out in the draft with his arm talent, and it ain't close. And it ain't close.
Right.
You know what they admitted to? You know what they admitted today on talk radio today? He's better. He's better talent than Drake May. You remember when I was saying this weeks ago? Why was they putting these? And they were putting JJ. What's the JJ? What's the kid?
I'm done, dog.
The kid from Michigan. What's the kid from Michigan?
McCarthy.
They was putting weeks ago. Weeks ago, they was putting JJ McCarthy in front of Penix. I'm like, are people not watching this kid's games this year? Yes, they've been tight games. We went through this. You know, they haven't won a game by more than 10 points within the last, maybe the last 5-6 games, right? But they win the games. They play to win the game. And these guys are winning. And this kid is throwing the ball and making decisions. Like, if y'all saying he's throwing more interceptions than TDs, then okay, y'all beat me then. Y'all got me. But I don't see that. So between the Drake Mays and the Bo Nix and this kid looks more solid throwing the ball as far as accuracy than these kids running around and making these college.
Yeah, like Stack said, he's the
guy Reed from LSU is good too. I like him.
Who?
Reed from LSU. I like him.
Yeah.
And I know what you're saying, though, Spence. Spence, you're right. They are missing more than a quarterback. But to tell you the truth,
that's the main thing we need, though.
The quarterback is the key.
That's the main ingredient.
It's the main ingredient to the soup. It's
Everything
the main ingredient. It's the quarterback. You can add all the little spices afterwards, Spence. But if you don't have that main protein to make the soup hearty, it ain't gonna be right. So we need the quarterback. You see what happened this year when we realized that the quarterback that they drafted, that they put their stock into 3 years ago, you see what happened. And people will say, well, maybe the team destroyed him. Maybe Bill destroyed him. Man, if you're an athlete, you're an athlete, bro. You're going to shine. You know, just ask Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts went through situations before he got to where he got to. Getting kicked at Alabama, this, that, and the third. So you got to go through what they call, you got to go through, you know, the motions. I mean, you got to fight through the ups and the downs. So Penix went through it, Indiana to Washington, but the coach that he followed is actually getting him to where he's at. He's at a national championship.
Yeah.
That's it.
Shout out to that Washington team. Also, they got pros on that offense, man. That receiver they got
can we get him? The number 2 receiver in the country. Whatever they want to call, they want to call. Okay,
that's a good receiver they got over.
That's a good. That's a good.
Damn good.
Damn good. What's the how they say his last name is? Something
Ozuna.
Ozuna. Yo, that kid is good, man.
Yeah, he's tough.
He's tough. So they're looking at the second best. You want a second best quarterback? You got, if y'all want to play with picks, that kid's good. He catches the rock. And he plays. That kid's good. And he got speed. So, you know, Patriots, we'll move on from the Patriots, man. They got a lot to. You're right, Spence. They got a lot. They got a lot that they got to, you know, brush up on, but the quarterback is the main thing. Next game, if it's any Buccaneers Panthers, do we need the Buccaneers to win to get into the playoffs? That's what it is.
They got to win.
Hell yeah.
If they win, they in. Simple. If they win, they in.
Tampa Bay, they got the spread. Tampa Bay -4.5.
I'm taking Carolina.
Yeah, if they win, they in. I believe that's what it is. If they win, they in.
And Stoney say
Yeah.
you're taking Carolina to cover the spread.
Right. I'm gonna take
Okay.
Carolina plus 4.5.
Plus 4.5.
Division game. They're on the road. I think Tampa Bay, they hit a little, a little setback these last couple of games. They haven't been playing like they was in the previous weeks. I think they slow down a little bit. They'll pull it off, but I think it's going to be tight. It's going to be a tight game. So I'm definitely going to take Carolina plus the 4.5 in that game.
Sounds good. This is Parlay with us, man. Stoney just gave you his take on that. He's saying take the Panthers plus 4.5. Just to give y'all that heads up real quick. Next game, Browns, Bengals, another good game. Are they both sitting the people? Are they sitting their peoples? Are they all?
Yeah, Cleveland sitting there.
That game, no. That's what I was going to ask you, though.
Yeah,
that game don't mean shit.
Yeah, that game. Yeah, Cleveland.
That game
Cleveland's
locked in.
Okay. So he just said that game don't mean it.
So
but I'm not touching that game.
Go ahead, Stacks. You got any stats on that? What you saying?
Nah, Cleveland's locked into that spot, win or lose. So they gonna.
Yeah, they locked into their position. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna play their third string quarterback. But I'm not laying 7 though. Even though Cleveland, that's too much. That's a stay away from me.
Okay, sounds good. Y'all hear that? Next one, Vikings, Lions. Vikings is going to Detroit.
Lions.
Is that a meaningful game, though?
I'm gonna take the Lions.
Do the Lions clinched?
Lions got a chance.
They clinched already. They clinched.
They clinched, but they have a chance to move
Look,
up. Yeah, they clinched. But they could move up more. They could
move up
now,
one with that win.
A home field
they can
game.
move up with that win, but they also need Philly and Dallas to lose. If Philly and Dallas don't lose, then Philly or Dallas gets that 2 spot. So they need Philly and Dallas.
So
that's no fault but their own, like we talked about last week, by not kicking that goddamn field goal. So that I mean, I don't know if they would have won that game if they kicked the field goal. I don't know, but I'm saying the odds I think would have been better for them to win that game. But if they win, they move up to 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so fellas, I'm gonna leave you guys, man. I'm gonna leave you guys with three bangers, man, for the weekend. I gotta head out. So
go ahead, do your thing.
I'm taking Baltimore plus 4. I'm taking Carolina
Stoney's picks,
plus 4.5. Those are like two of my favorite picks. And last but not least, another pick that I like a lot. I like the Raiders to play hard because they want to keep Antonio Pierce. So I'm taking the Raiders -2 against Denver. Denver gave up. There's all kinds of stuff going on with them over there. They benched Russell. Like they got problems over there. Now they got to go on the road to Vegas. I think they checked out already. So Baltimore plus 4, Carolina plus 4.5. And my favorite play, I think the Raiders -2 is my favorite play. I like Baltimore too, but my best bet is the Raiders -2.
Thanks for that.
So
thanks for that,
yeah, I'm gonna see you guys on Sunday.
Yes.
See you guys Sunday, man. Keep holding it down. I'll be back in the studios, man. Back to normal, and I'll have some more heat for you guys.
All right, man. You stay up, Cook, man, and be safe out there, man.
All right, later, man. I'll see y'all later.
All right, peace, Cook. So yeah, man.
Spizzy just put Spizzy. I just want to acknowledge Spizzy because he's.
No, I'm gonna go ahead. Put that back. Acknowledge Spence.
Nah, because I was, I'm big on this. And they're finally starting to talk about this on the radio too. Like, we gotta give Kraft some blame for this shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see, obviously, I know what you listening to, Bean. So I listened to the same thing you were listening to today. I listened to a lot of it today. Right. And finally, they're starting to funnel a lot of stuff. A lot of stories are coming out. There's a story in the Herald. There's a story in the Athletic. Now, a lot of these things are coming out with Kraft. You know what I'm saying? And we respect what Kraft does humanitarian-wise, just like what Marcus Smart does for the inner cities and all that. But, bro, at the end of the day, we're sports fans, man. Invest in your team, bro. Invest in your team. Pick the right Obviously, you got to pick the right players, but invest in your team. And he doesn't do it. Plain and simple.
Like I'm telling you, I think he lets Belichick run the show, bro. So he's listening to Bill.
Read them story stacks. You would think different. Read those stories.
I agree, but I know what I'm saying. You can write a paragraph, but like I said, he's listening to Bill, bro. Bill's track record is impeccable, really, to the last couple of years since Tom left. So he's letting Bill run his shit. It's a $1 billion.
And it's contractual. I know you heard that too, though. What about the contractual stuff that Bill got, saying that he's going to be in control of the hiring of the coaching staff? He's controlling of the GM operationals.
Yeah, but that's all fine and good. But if you own the team,
and that's contractual,
you have the final say. You own a business staff. You could have a manager managing your project, but you have the final say. I'm not saying he don't let Bill. That's the problem. He needs to take that over.
You're right, but what I'm saying is, if my manager's running it and been running it well for 15 decades, I'm gonna give him a benefit of the doubt.
Nah, but it's been 4. No, that's great. It's been 4 years though, bro. It ain't been running well for 4 years. So we gotta do that. I hear what you're saying, but what I'm telling you is, this is not even what it is for me. This is just the reality of it. It's over now. Even if
now it is, and now
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about now, bro. I'm not talking about 4 years ago. I'm talking about now. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
He needs to take over now.
Now he is now. We all know he is now.
Yeah, well, now he have to. He has no other choice.
Money. He needs to step in and spend money.
If you saying
or not.
Sorry to cut you, Spence. If you're saying you're getting a delay, Spence, try to refresh your page.
Yeah, he's going to spend money now because it's going to be a whole different regime. So he
or whatever you're watching.
Yeah, that's fine. It don't matter.
Facebook or X.
He needs to spend money now, and he needs to take blame for letting Bill run it how he ran it the last 4 years. So I'm not saying Bill didn't have 100% say. Of course he did. It ain't working no more. I don't care what he did 15 years ago. Yo, we ain't won, bro. We haven't. When's the last time we won a playoff game?
4 years ago, maybe.
That's crazy. Did we win 4 years ago?
It was something like that.
Nah, it was 4. We went to the playoffs.
We went to the playoffs. Didn't we lose in the playoffs? Didn't Mac get to the playoffs like last year?
They threw a dildo at Mac Jones.
Yeah. The rookie year.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Did we win in 2019 with Brady? Did they win a champion? Did they win a playoff game?
No, they lost in the first round. Tennessee, right?
Tennessee, right? That's when Derrick Henry ran over us.
Yeah, smacked us up.
So when did we last win? What was our last playoff win? I'm actually want to know this.
We haven't had. It was before that. The year before that.
18,
wasn't it? Yeah, when we won, right?
I gotta look that up.
Didn't we win in 18? We won in 18.
It's been a little while.
We won the Super Bowl.
We got Bill with the great
was
track
that
record. I want to know the last time we won a fucking playoff.
Yeah, you got to look that up. But let me move down the slate. We talked Lions. Y'all said a meaningful game. You said Saints Falcons. You said that was a meaningful game, Stacks?
Yeah, both of them. They both got of them. They want a chance to go to the playoffs. They both have to win.
So you mean these two shit ass teams got a chance to go to?
That division is terrible. The whole division is terrible.
I'd rather see Tampa Bay I'd rather see the Buccaneers in it than be seeing these two dudes in there.
Buccaneers wouldn't be in this spot if they wouldn't have lost to fucking New Orleans last week. They wouldn't have been in this spot. They lost to New Orleans, so they put themselves.
So they meaningful. The Buccaneers' meaningful game was last week against New Orleans.
If they won last week, they wouldn't have been in this spot. They wouldn't have been in this spot.
So they gotta win against the Panthers, and they gotta let one of these two lose, and somebody else.
No, if they win, they in. They win the division.
Oh, if they win, they win the division. Okay, cool. Okay, so the next game, Jags Titans. We did say that this game is a meaningful game, right?
Yeah. Jags just need to win to get a win for some confidence, man. They doing bad right now.
Okay. I'm just going off of Spence. Spence is sending us some correspondence.
You gotta refresh his joint.
Yeah, you gotta refresh his joint. But I think he said okay. I think he figured that part out. Yeah, he figured that part out now. Yeah. Because I think he said he sees a delay And that's sometimes to do with your computer, man. Refresh it.
And the Wi-Fi in your area.
There you go. The Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is the most important thing. To tell you the truth. All right. So we said Jacksonville. Do we want Jacksonville to really get into the playoffs now?
Somebody got to get there. I'd rather have them in there over Pittsburgh. Be honest with you.
Same division.
No, opposite.
No.
They in there with the coach.
Honestly, man.
Honestly, I'd rather see the Texans in there.
I'd rather see the Texans in there.
I'd rather see the Texans.
In there. I want the Texans in there.
And you know you guys know I was rooting for Trevor Lawrence. It's just some reason this team they went backwards, man. They did a reverse or something.
I'm a little disappointed with Trev this year, man.
Really they had a reverse somewhere. Those stacks, they hit a reverse somewhere.
I thought last year he had a good year. I thought he was going to break out.
Yeah. Just like how I felt about the Lions breaking out.
Stats were talking about that offline, man. Me and Stats were talking about that offline. Like, Stats would tell you, I'm still a fan of his. I'm not gonna just say I'm not.
Oh no, I still like Lawrence.
I like him. I just think he took a step back.
I don't know what happened, fam. I really don't know because I know them getting Ridley at the beginning of the year. They were running a little bit. I know it was early, but it seemed like they had a connection. Then that just fell off.
Well, then they got away from the run too, though. They didn't run.
They got away from the run.
That's
as much as I like their running back, I think they need to get another one to spell him. I think they put a lot on.
You might be right.
A bigger back in between
a bigger back
in between the tackles. You're right.
In my opinion,
you're right. And that might spring ETN to get back to form.
I think so. He's a great back. I love watching him play.
He don't get the touches to me. He just don't get the touches.
But they do use him in the passing game also. So even though he don't get the touches, he's still being used more than he's.
And your boy Doug Peterson was never a big run the ball guy anyway. When he was in Philly, it was more passing the ball. When he had your boy over there when they won the Super Bowl, he passed the ball more.
That's true. When they had
they did pass it on us for 500, right?
Yeah.
And what was that again? What was that quarterback again?
Nick Foles.
Right, Nick Foles. All right, Seattle. They need to win this game against the Cardinals, right?
They Seattle.
They need help.
They need help. I know what. I'm so tired of them up and down. I just put them out their misery, man. That's all I'm saying about them. I'm just tired of them.
Yo,
what happened? What happened?
Three Seahawks in the playoffs, right? We need.
But what happened? Stacks. What happened in the last 4 or 4 weeks?
There's
what
so
happened?
many problems over there, man. And I like Pete, man. Pete kind of like Mike Tomlin, man. Just be letting them guys do what they want to do sometimes, man. Like,
he do.
Like, come on, yo, you know I'm right, man. And I like Pete. I think Pete's a good coach, man. But I just put them out their misery, man. Put them
Pete
out
don't have no curfew. Niggas be out late.
Yeah, they just do what they want to do.
He has no. Yeah, he ain't. He ain't controlling them brothers, man. Especially these Diva brothers. Especially these Diva brothers, man.
They had the Lil Wayne going. He bopping up and down with the players. Come on, Pete.
I like Pete. I like Pete.
And the players love Pete.
But you're right. The players love him. You see why though?
The players love him a little bit too much. They know
you see why.
We go over here and mess with Pete. He gonna let me stay out tonight. Exactly. Pete might be hanging out with him. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pete be like, yo, what time we gonna meet at the spot? Pete be at the spot.
You're right, y'all right. I do like him as a coach, and he stays relevant. He stays relevant.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room though? As much as we like the story, your boy Gino, man. Gino looked like he got 50 years older over the offseason.
Injuries though. I'm gonna give him a pass. I'm gonna give him a pass
but no, you're right. You're right, but
at this point, I ain't gonna front. I would have had roll with Drew Lock. Drew Lock started to heat
That's
up.
what I'm saying. But Stats, let me ask you this. All jokes aside, let me ask you this. And I don't mean this to disrespect Gino. He ain't young no more. So how could you recover from them injuries? I'm not saying he didn't have those injuries.
How old is Gino?
He's 32. I want to say he's 32. And in football years, that's old.
You're getting caveman. You're getting old.
That ain't basketball.
That's long. You're getting long in the tooth. You're getting long in the tooth.
Yeah,
Gino. I mean, too. Like Stacks is right.
Last year affected them.
Stacks is right.
He's 33.
He's
33.
Wow. Stacks is right. Listen, Stacks is right. I had put it this way. I was rooting for Geno this year, and like Stacks right. He had an injury plagued season, but it seemed like this injury really set him back and made it. Like you said, he got old quick. He got old quick.
He got old quick.
Yeah.
And I love Geno, the story and all that.
That's what I mean. The story. I'm not talking about like Geno's freaking, Rodgers or anything crazy or anything. I'm just saying the comeback story was sweet because
no, it was dope. That was one of my favorite stories last year. Seriously,
that's what I'm saying. He was out the league,
one of my favorites. Even with Flacco, I'm not saying I was always a Flacco fan, but just for him to come back, and I love shit like that, man.
That's off the couch type shit. Exactly.
That's sports, man. You come back, you make your moves. You look at Cleveland, man.
Right. So the betting pundits got Seattle -2.5. So they taking Seattle -2.5.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm staying away from those. Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm so over Seattle, man. Cause they got Cause they got talent there too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not. I can't stand teams that can't win games when they got talent. I'm over that part of it, man.
Right.
It makes no sense.
And we're rooting for the Cardinals too, right?
Yes, we want the Cardinals to win. Exactly, we are. The Bears is gonna face the Packers. Did the Packers take a digress? What happened with the Packers in the past month, guys? I kind of lost touch.
They won their last two.
They won their last two.
Yeah, they actually need to win. They actually got a shot, so they got to win this game.
Okay.
So I can see them. Yeah, and the Bears, they're on a little streak, and Justin Fields is kind of still playing for his job a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
But that game right there, I would mess with that on the bet.
Yeah, I would mess with it. I would mess with that.
It's Green Bay. They got Green Bay -3. Yeah, I think the way you might be right. I might take the Bears to cover that. But what's the over under on that though? Because I'm just watching ESPN.
I got you. Hold on. It's the over under is, give me 1 second, 45.
45? Nah. I'll
take the under on that one.
I'll take the under on that. Yeah.
But you know what though? I might just not even mess with the over under. It's Packers are getting -108. They need that game. I like the Packers in that situation, not because the Bears are kind of hot right now, but that being said, the Packers are in a must-win situation at home. Yes, Fields is playing for his job, but I know I've been watching the Bears. DJ Moore is going to play, but I know he was hurt. He got hurt last week. The tight end got hurt last week. Cole Kmet, he's a big part of their offense. And not that they're not going to play, but the Packers are at 100% on their offense. I'm not sure where their defense injuries are. I just think they need the game, and they're at home. Green Bay, Lambeau Field, night game, 4:30 on a Sunday. It should be. I gotta go with Green Bay for that. I really do.
So you'll lean Green Bay -3.
Bay. But like Stacks said, I've been watching the Bears. I've been watching. They're coming on. They actually they should be 2-3 wins more than what they are. They gave up a few of those games.
And though they got the quarterback playing for his job and the coach playing for his job.
The coach is coming back, Stacks. The coach is coming back.
I know. I heard him talk about that, and
he's coming back. But I know what you're saying.
And now there's talks about Justin Fields coming back as well.
Yeah, now he's coming back. But you're right. That's a tough game for me. But for me personally, when you're looking at the doorstep of the playoffs at home and you're getting three's basically a pick 'em.
Right.
I gotta go with the home team in that. With the 3.
Okay.
And you could buy a point. You could buy it down to 2.5 and still make money off of it because it's basically an even game.
Nice one. Thanks for that.
If you want to gamble on it. If not,
right.
It's still going to be a good game to watch. That's
Oh
one of the
yeah,
only
I
games
think it'll
on
be
there.
one
So
of them good games to watch.
I think
Chiefs
there's only
are,
like 5 or 6 games that really mean something.
Chiefs
That's not
Chargers.
that's nothing.
That's nothing.
No one's
Yeah.
got nothing.
Nothing. Chiefs
I
already
agree.
clinched their playoff, right?
Yeah, they won the
Yeah.
division because
Right, they won
Oakland
the-
lost.
That's right.
Yeah,
I mean, not Oakland. Sorry, Vegas.
This is the
Vegas
game. This is the game that Stoney likes. He likes the Raiders over the Broncos. He's saying take the Raiders.
Didn't he say -2?
He said 2.5.
Yeah, it's 3 on. I got 3 on DraftKings. So he
I
must have
got 3
it
right
early in the
here.
week.
He probably got it early in the week.
He got it early.
Yeah, but he said he was still taking the Raiders -2.5. So that was his best pick. That was Stoney's best pick. I mean, best bet, guys. This Raiders game -2.5. If you guys want to, if you feel lucky, punk type of shit. What else we got? We got the Eagles against the Giants. The Eagles need to win this game, right? This is a divisional game. If the Eagles lose this game, if they lose this game, they out of it. They could be
No, they ain't out of it.
No,
not out of it. Not out of it, but you know,
No, they're not gonna win division.
they're not gonna win division. That's what I mean. It'll
yeah,
go
they
to the Cowboys, right? It'll go to the Cowboys, right? Yeah.
The Eagles, like I agree with Doe. I couldn't, and listen, Philly's my second. I lived in Philly. I root for the Eagles second. But I agree with Doe. They one and done. They are just not looking good. They just look bad. That defense is that defense is terrible. It's bad.
Now, what happened in a half a season, bro? They looked so good at the beginning of the season.
You know what it was? Their
coordinated.
Yeah,
I coordinated, bro.
You know,
I don't know, but that defense, that defense is this bad, and there's names on that defense.
But yeah, those Stacks. How could that defense? We talking about some dogs up front. These Georgia boys. You got Fletcher Cox still with his old ass, still bringing the heat.
Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter played well.
Jalen Carter, yeah, he played well in the beginning. Yeah,
at the beginning. Now he's not the same. Jordan Davis, who was playing well at the beginning, now he ain't playing the same. Fletcher Cox is old. The kid they got Matt Patricia called the play. You see, no. Matt Patricia had a Son Reddick dropping back in coverage.
No, bro, listen. When they moved in a defensive coordinator, I said they're not serious over there. I'm just keeping. Could we? First of all, when they hired him, I'm like, they're not serious.
Well, I get the hire because they put him in some fucking, I don't know, some other shit. So I never thought he'll sniff a coordinator job over there. I didn't think that.
Yo, I couldn't believe they did that.
I couldn't believe it either. I'm with you.
He came from New England, guys. That's why he got the opportunity.
No, I don't care, bro. Listen, Beans. When he got that job when he got that job, the defensive coordinator job, I know Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, ain't the be all the end all, but that shit was boiling. Like, yo, what are they doing? Like, a lot of fans were like, what is Philly doing? And once he got that job, these are people that are fans. We ain't prognosticators. We fans at the end of the day. We ain't getting paid to do this like people, but we all knew it was going to not work out. And look, it's not working out. And they deserve everything they get, bro, for putting him in that position.
Is like in college today, there was a whole bunch of teams got rid of their defensive coordinators today. A whole bunch of teams. Oklahoma got rid of theirs, and some other teams got rid of theirs. Philly gonna clean that whole defense staff out. They gotta go.
They do.
They gotta go.
I believe that.
They gotta go. They gotta go.
Fax is right. I believe that.
You got
especially after last season, especially from the beginning of the season, y'all look good, man.
So you know, Beans, you know as well as I do. When you have a losing season, somebody got to be the scapegoat. Somebody got to be.
That's true. So
but you are running Brandon Graham out there still, and he's like 35. I'm not saying he don't. He's a spot.
That's what I'm saying, though. Him, Fletcher Cox as well. He's got to go too. Yeah, they got to clean that up.
Big play Slay. He been getting burnt lately, fam.
Toasted. Know what I call him? Pop-Tart. Put him in.
Who's that? Darius Slay.
Pop-Tart, strawberry frosting in the middle and everything. Hot milk.
Yo, Stacks.
I like
Their
that.
lines getting pushed around like a shopping cart too.
TJ Maxx joint in the Zez joint on Dudley Street. No, the Zez on Warren Street.
Zez on Warren.
Yo, Archie Kent. Remember Archie Kent?
Yeah, Archie Kent with the white bag. Like that defense is trash. That's what I call them defensive backs.
Family Food Land.
Hot toss, strawberry in the
went
middle.
to Family Food Land one time with my mother. They had green fish in there. My mother's like, "What are you selling this in the hood, man? Come on, man."
Yeah, Family Food Land back in the day.
Everybody done ate some of that green meat at one time.
Man, Family Food Land. Oh my gosh.
Hey, yo, though, when that shit hit the grease, it's all good.
You gotta put someone's Old Bay seasoning on that joint.
Where was that Family Food Land again? Where was
he all right.
Oh, you mean down Washington Park?
Yeah, Washington near the McDonald's on Warren Street.
Yeah, Washington.
Right there.
You know what they call it? They call it Washington Park, but it used to be Washington Park Mall.
Yeah,
Washington Park Mall.
My grandfather came back with a bag of chicken wing, a whole bag of chicken wings for $5. I was like, yo, they ain't supposed to give you that many chicken wings for $5.
Would they have hair on them and stuff?
I don't know. The bag was like this big for $5. Chicken wings. Must have been 40 pieces. I said, they ain't gonna poison me, man. I ain't eating that.
Some of them joints are purple.
Yo, y'all really talking some real back in the days, man. If people from Boston knows about Washington Park Mall and Family Food Land, man,
go to Derek B's, get you a cut, and go to Washington Mall, get you a
Derek B.
Get you a green meat.
Shout out to Derek B. Derek B. Yo, I ain't gonna throw Derek under the bus. We're gonna pass, but we know what Derek.
You snip a bag and cut your hair. Dex, you can say snip a bag and then cut your hair.
Y'all see Derek Lima? Yo, Derek B had the mohawk going before the mohawk. He go in the back and leave you with the half a joint. Right?
Dax, you know what the story is behind that? He didn't even know he was doing that. He was so fucked up. He was just experimenting with his joint and just said, "Oh shit."
Yeah, Derek.
I remember him, man.
Oh shit, towards the end.
I remember that. Next game, Rams 49ers. Another no mean nothing game.
They're sitting Stafford.
Yo, I just want to apologize. Like Doe said, I called McVay out. I thought he should have been on the hot seat, but he turned that team around. So I apapologize, McVay. You turned that team.
He's a good coach, man.
They know how to draft well.
And you know the draft. Yeah, man. You know those smart guys.
Like you can spend millions of dollars and F up or go for it. And if you know how to draft well, like they did, people always keep on saying the cooler. They drafted some guys on defense and some offensive linemen, man, that are tough, bro. I'm telling you, that team is tough. I'm not the biggest. I know he won a title. I'm not the biggest Stafford fan, but I wouldn't want to play for St. Louis. I'm sorry. Los Angeles in the playoffs.
St. Louis, St. Louis.
Good this year, Stafford. I'll give him that.
I'm just saying overall, I'm not the big.
I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying he looked.
They 9-7. I know they could have probably be a little bit, probably 2 or 3 more wins better than that, but
they got a young team on the inside, on the interior, man. They drafted really good, man.
And they're gonna probably add to that this year. So let's move on. Cowboys, Commanders. It is important for the Cowboys to win this game. Right?
They'll win that. That's nothing.
Cowboys gonna smack them.
Dallas minus 13. I wouldn't do that out. You think minus 13? You would take that?
Where they playing?
They playing in Washington.
Who's quarterback for Washington? Is Brissett the quarterback?
That's the good question.
Kobe got hurt last week, so he might not be.
If Brissett's the quarterback,
Sam Howell.
I might take that 13.
Sam Howell.
Oh yeah, then I don't know.
Jacoby looked like he putting on weight too, though. Is it me?
Me?
But who?
No, I said Jacoby.
Jacoby.
Wait, is it me?
He probably is eating all that what's that sauce in DC?
Oh man, that DC food is crazy though. They be yeah. I don't even know what the DC staple is, but they got so many food places out there, man. It's crazy, man. DC,
But he'll keep it back to with him though. He'll keep you in that game. If will keep you in the game.
Yeah.
He'll keep you in the game.
And the game of the night, which would be the primetime game of the night on Sunday, guys. And we're done with our NFL. This is the NFL, the end of NFL regular season. And it is week 18. So this is the last game of week 18. It will be an 8:20 game, and it is a meaningful game. The Bills will be meeting the Dolphins. I think that's the biggest game of the weekend, guys. What you guys think?
I'm gonna go with the Bills. Though the Bills, both Miami got too many injuries right now. You got left eye shot. Rest in peace, left eye. My man, house burning down over there. You know what I'm saying? Tyreek Hill, house caught fire.
Oh, down. Serious?
Yeah,
get out of here.
Didn't someone playing with a cigarette lighter? What happened?
I don't know. They keeping that close to the vest, but you know what I mean? They got him, his house burning down. You got Jalen Waddle, high ankle sprain, both defensive ends torn ACL.
For the year, right?
Xavier Howard banged up. I just don't see how Miami wins that game.
Even before all them injuries, man, I wasn't sold on them. And I respect, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating. I know that the coach is trying to come with some Zen-like stuff. He did a press conference. They don't want to hear all that, man. Listen, you got to play. At the end of the day, it's on the football field. All this, talking like he's the smartest guy in the room. I'm not knocking him. Good for him getting the job. And I'm not saying he ain't a good offensive mind, man. But at the end of the day, man, it's about lacing them up and playing football, man. And all this, wearing your sunglasses. When you're winning, all that shit's cool. You're watching.
Yeah, you're looking all Miami. Look at Miami.
You know what I mean?
You're looking Miami. You're looking Hollywood, Miami. But
sometimes you in that, you're so in that, you lose focus. I think, man. That team had injuries, but before them injuries, let's not get it twisted. They were trending in the wrong direction. They weren't beating anybody of substance.
That's what they were saying. That's what
they weren't playing to a standard where you figured like, oh, when are they gonna have a big win? That was before these injuries. Don't get me wrong, Stacks is 100% right. That them injuries is what's literally gonna shove them out the door. I mean, they're still gonna make the playoffs, obviously.
Right.
To be fair, I'm just being right. I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. They could even win it one game. You know what I mean? That first round. But I guess as far as them doing anything going forward, I don't see it. They just don't. They, like Stack said, they just hurt at the end of the day. On top of them, not winning against anybody good during the year. You know what I mean?
Right. So we are at our final. This is episode number 49, people. Just so you guys know, this is episode 49, number 49 of Parlay with us, with the team here. And we will continue, these episodes will continue to climb, but we are in what we call season 1 of Parlay with us, and we're almost completing season 1. The season will be completed at the end of Super Bowl. And so with that being said, we are going to talk about the end of college football. The final of college football is Washington will be meeting Michigan. Michigan did play a good game against Alabama. I was kind of rooting for Alabama to win. I was looking at the quarterback and saying that this kid has some tangibles that look pretty good. But then again, I think he started a little he was a little too slow to the party. And when it really meant something, I think,
You said Bill O'Brien was right.
What do you mean by that?
He said he tried to make that kid switch positions when he got to school.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. But no, he did play decent. It's just
I told Stats
I like Milroe. I like Milroe.
In that kid's defense, that goddamn center, I hope he's in the transfer.
That was terrible.
That shit last play, we was all texting. I look back at that last.
Did you hear someone say something about like, yeah, it's the center, but he still should catch it?
Yeah, that was Kirk Herbstreit. He's a bozo. He's my bozo of the week. Kirk Herbstreit said, "Oh no, he ain't really doing a bad job. He needs to be more aware." Aware what?
Aware what? The dude's throwing it on the grass.
On the grass.
He's hiking it onto the grass.
And then not only that, though, this is the part with Saban. Like I agree, Nick don't call plays, but you can he can overrule shit like you
He
said.
can overrule some shit. Come on,
Yeah.
Stacks.
Okay, though. Okay, now you see in Beans, you can't make the snap. Put the kid under center, or you change the center. I know you have another center on that roster.
Come on.
You.
They made some mistakes at the end of that game. They could have had that
last
game.
play, Beans, we thought it was a bad play call. I just think it was a busted play because the snap was at his feet. I think it was a busted play.
Oh, the very last play when he had to run it. When he had to run it in, or you mean the throw?
No,
the second to last
play. When he had to run it in.
That last play was a joke.
Yeah, that was a joke, though. That was a joke.
I think
they knew what was coming. They knew he was coming up them. They knew it.
I think he panicked, man. I think if you look at the snap was at his ankles again, and he picked it up. Any quarterback will tell you they rather have the snap high because they can keep their eyes on the field. But when you got to bend down and look at the ball,
exactly right.
And then you pick up and you see the
it's coming. It's coming. Right.
As soon as he looked up, he seen him coming.
Wait, so think we playing rugby or something? Like, what are we doing, fam?
Yeah, that kid. Yo, I never thought of I watched that whole game, Stacks. I watched that whole game, and I was like, where's the mistakes happening at the end of this game? And you were right. The center was making a lot of mistakes in that game.
Oh my goodness.
He was making a ton of mistakes in the game. And Nick Saban should have been a better coach towards the end of that game. You're right. He should have been able to make some decisions at the end of the game.
He's just there. Yeah.
And let the kid in those last 3 tries, let the kid throw the ball, man. Throw it.
You let him throw it against Auburn. You know what I'm saying? He won that game.
I would have in that situation though.
You let him throw it against Georgia.
I would have let him throw the ball. Yes, he was running it. Yes, he was gouging them a little bit to get to where they got. But you should.
Once that center started messing up those snaps, it ruined the whole flow for that kid's brain.
Here you go.
Not only you the quarterback, when you got to read defense.
He yelled at him one time. You didn't see him yell at the center one time?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once that happened, his mind was already. It's like that's another added thing on his mind where he has to work through. That's just too much, bro, for a kid that's still raw at the position.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. For a kid who's still raw.
I feel as though he'll get better. I feel as though he could work towards that. But what I'm saying is he's still working on his fundamentals. You could tell he's getting because I've watched Alabama through the year, from the beginning of the year, they benched him, don't forget. And they brought him back in. You could tell he worked on a lot of his footwork. He was working on not just thinking run first. And he was, like Stacks said, he actually passed against Auburn, he passed against Georgia. Now you come into the semifinal game and you have your center not snapping you the ball right. So once you do it once, twice, now in the back of his head, it's not that he has the yips, the center has the yips. Now he has to wonder and think. It's like, it's like when you have a single mother waiting for your father to show up. Is he going to show up or not? Is that ball going to show up or not? Is it going to get to me or not?
And like you said, that center, it was like
we
saw. It was multiple.
I didn't even think about it until Stacks just said it. I watched that play over again. That last play, he already did his mind. Once that snap went how it went, game over.
It was
game over.
He just picked it up.
Know what to do.
As soon as he picked the ball up, though,
he didn't know what to do.
If you go back and look at that, as soon as he picked the ball up, them edge rushers was there.
Right. Beans and Stacks. You know the flow of the game. Let me ask you this. Were you surprised, though, how it ended? Because I wasn't even surprised.
No, I wasn't. I knew that play was coming.
And then Alabama will get close and they'll get a penalty. Like, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. Every time there was chances they could have kind of pushed that game out of reach.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just not a fan of Saban because for me with Saban, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Harbaugh like that either. But to me, man, you're taking away from the kids when you're saying, like, I get it. You lost the game. But take some accountability for you putting your kids in a position of not. He said that at the end because he knew, we made too many mistakes. It's not what they did, it's what we did. No, it's what you did, brother, because you didn't make the right adjustments. Stacks are the best. Once that dude snapped the ball the third, fourth time wrong, I'm moving him out the lineup or I'm putting him on the center. Let's keep it 100. What are we doing?
Hey, let's keep it a buck. I'm gonna say something else. He did it to fucking Jalen Hurts. He put Jalen Hurts on the bench for Tua in the game. He did it to Jalen Hurts.
That's a fact. Yeah, he ain't worried about changing stuff. But like I said, we don't know.
He want that. Maybe he want his center to be drafted in the top.
Yeah, and that being said too.
Hey, long as the quarterback plays under center, he might. But if he got to go in shotgun, he ain't getting drafted.
He ain't getting drafted.
He ain't getting drafted. Not off that game. Oh, and my fact though, what's that league The Rock own? What's that?
USFL or something.
Whatever that league The Rock own, they'll put him there.
Yo, listen. So the next game though, what a dynamite game! Washington against and to end it. Hold on. To end it. I'll give Michigan theirs. They fought. The running back kid, what's
Corey.
the kid's?
What happened? Edward?
You said that
for Michigan.
Stacks said that kid Corn was going to be a factor in that game, and he was.
In the beginning, not really, but in the middle.
In the beginning, not really. In the end, when they let him just do what he wanted to do, I was like, "Come on, man, y'all should be shutting this down, man." But that's that with Michigan. I really didn't want to see Michigan there, but then again, I really didn't want to see Bama there either. But now this game,
my team that I want to see there is there, Washington. So
that's right. The team that I like is Washington, and they're there. And I'm telling you, I got Washington coming out of this game, man, on next Monday against Michigan. For some reason, I just think they can get over the adversity. As long as they don't make the mistakes, and they don't. It seems like they don't like to make too much mistakes either, as far as turning the ball over.
That coach calls he's also the offensive coordinator. He called a great game.
Great game.
He really does, man. He calls a great game. He puts some kids in position to win. Yo, shout out to that coach, man. Shout out to that
coach of Washington, man. That coach did his thing, man. He
been doing it all year.
He really taught. He really Steve Scarnesian, whatever his name is, the dude out of Texas, the coach. What's his name? Sarkisian. I know he was like, yo, what the fuck is going on over there? I know
and Sark's probably the best offensive coordinator in one of the top 5
in the college. Yes,
college. He's up there. So
he's up there.
He's a good coordinator in the pros. No, he was a good coordinator.
Yeah, he just had some issues.
For him to outcoach Sark like that, I mean, as far as the play calling, I didn't think Texas play calling was that dynamic. I was kind of surprised. And I get that Washington, that was just a shootout. It was a shootout.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Yo, shout out to that cornerback. You see that play he made on that ball at the end?
Oh, at the end?
Oh, yeah.
That's a play.
That's a play.
That was a touchdown.
That was a touchdown. That was a touchdown, and he timed that perfectly.
That is a play. That's a play. That's what you talk about. When you tell your coach, you say, tell your player, go out there and make a play. He made a play. He smacked that. I couldn't believe that. Listen, I know Penix played well. I might have gave that kid the game ball. Like, yo, here you go, man.
There you go. Yo, they better have gave him the game ball in that locker room there. They better have. Yo, Penix gonna accept the trophy for the best offensive, and his man, the defensive guy that played the guy that played pretty good on defense. What was he? Was he a linebacker or something like that?
He was a cornerback.
He was a cornerback.
Yeah,
the one that won.
And don't shout out to Washington because Texas offense is like high powered. You know what I'm saying?
They held up.
Washington defense played pretty good, man.
They played all right. No, they held them in. But like you always say, Stacks, know why they did? Because they know they got that boy on the other side on the offense. So when your offense is running like that, your defense automatically gets charged. That's not saying that defense they're in the national championship, so obviously they got good sides of the ball, both sides of the ball. But when you know you got a Penix on your side, man, that defense is they could gamble more because they could go down and score 2-3 plays, 4 plays.
Mm-hmm.
So you could play more aggressive And that's what they did. That's what and you were right. They played better than I thought. But
That
they've
was
been in
good,
some
man.
rock fights. They have a good defense. They've been in some rock fights during the
No,
year.
they show moxie. That's what you call moxie, man.
Moxie. That's a good way to put it. They show moxie.
They got they offensive line got voted the best offensive line in the country.
Oh yeah, the offensive line is ridiculous.
Yeah, they do their thing.
Hey, listen, Stacks, Beans, it's +4 on a betting angle. I'm just keeping it real. Maybe I'm speaking a little bit with my heart. I don't see Michigan beating them, but the 4. I don't see them beating. I think Washington's at least a touchdown better than them. That's me being easy. I could honestly see them just blowing them out the box.
I was gonna say I could see him 2 touchdowns better.
I can see him 2. No, that's what I said. Like, I'm just being, because as someone that gambles, I don't want to throw that out there to people out there because I can't. There's some things I feel strongly about, but what I know in these national TV games and the way the referees have been involved in every sport, by the way, we're gonna talk about that one of these episodes. These referees in every sport.
These referees, yeah.
This is getting ridiculous, but we'll go down the line another day.
Yeah, we'll end when we end this season, this first season. We'll talk some
not
ref
even
talk.
just in football, man. It's basketball.
Yeah, straight across the board.
It's soccer, the VAR. I know you guys the soccer is having an issue, but anyway, I really truly believe that Washington is that much better. I'm not sold on JJ McCarthy. I don't know why he gets what he gets. I know it's a big program. He didn't impress me at all. I don't see it being close. But that being said, we know the powers that be. When you win these big games, there's a lot of these little factors that are in there. They like to keep it close.
Yep.
They like to keep it close.
They like to keep it close.
But I like Washington with the +4. I think it's +4.
Okay.
I agree.
And you know what, fellas? I'll be at the studio that day, so I ain't gonna be able to probably watch that game like that. But I'm definitely gonna bet on it.
Yo, I'm watching that game. I want to see this kid hoist that trophy on.
It's 4.5. They said about 4.5.
And I want to see.
No, wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait, fellas, hold on. B Stack. Wait a minute. Am I seeing this right? You giving Washington +4.5? They're underdogs?
Nice.
Wow. You better jump on that. Like, listen.
They giving
unless they're gonna give it to the dude that cried on national TV. Who's that dude, T?
Oh, Caleb Williams. Don't get me going on that right there, man.
Why are we crying all the time now?
The coach from Michigan. Yeah, you sucker. On there crying on national TV like that. I was embarrassed, man.
Michigan's favorite, 4.5.
Yeah,
I'm putting that money. I'm putting that on.
I'm sorry,
Washington.
man. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But you need to go to the window with this.
Listen.
On Penix, man.
This is Parlay with us, family, and we're telling you guys right now.
People that cry on the sidelines. We from the 90s, man. We don't be crying like that. We can't be doing that.
Trust me when I'm telling you, if Vegas coming as Michigan as the favorite, -4. Put y'all money on Washington. I told those guys when I was at that little engagement, little soiree, I said, Washington, they didn't believe me. I was like, Washington's winning that game. Now I did have my I had my belief in Bama would have stretched it out against Michigan, but I told him, I said, put that money on Washington on that over, and look, it happened, right?
We were sweating it out, though.
We were sweating it out, and it happened.
Let me ask you, Beans. Let me ask you, because you my brother. You know I love you, man. Did you do it because I told you to do it, or you did it on your own accord?
No, I did it because you told me to do it.
Oh, okay. So I need my cut.
I'm gonna be 100.
We up.
I'm gonna be 100. When you said that, I was like, when you told me take him on the over,
I was like, sweating though. I was
doing it. And I was telling everybody, boasting. I was boasty, like, take them on the over. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
We got it though. We got it.
We sure enough did.
Oh, The overtime, I swear, y'all ain't gonna believe me. I know y'all ain't gonna believe me. I almost bet the overtime, but I was only gonna put like 40 on it or 50. I wasn't gonna put like 100 or 2 or 3 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like plus 3,000 or some craziness, bro. I could have, it's like some crazy plus 3,000. I was like, what? And
I think I hit on the Bama to cover the over. Yes, we hit on the Bama to cover on the over too.
Yeah, we racked up that day. And
Yeah,
I lost it during the week with soccer though, so I ain't gonna front. I lost.
So with that being said, guys, we got an hour and 15 in, man. We're gonna end this this last week of week 18. We're gonna recap week 18 on Sunday. It will be the last recap of the regular season. Then we'll head into the playoffs and the postseason. So with that being said, we're wrapping up the college football. As you can see, there's us three here going with Washington. This is a Washington party. If you guys not on that train, man, on that Penix train, y'all are bugging. That kid's the truth. The next thing we're going to talk some NBA talk. What you guys got going down? The only thing I'm gonna mention on my part of the NBA talk, because I haven't been following as good as you guys have. I somehow jump in certain games and get a little bit of what's going on. But the Celtics blew one the other day in OKC. They was getting blown out. Actually, they was getting their ass handed to them, and I was like, okay, this is the game. They once again, I knew you guys told me OKC's the truth right now. They're the team that a young and up and coming team, not even up and coming. They're gonna be a problem, and so I said, okay, maybe the Celtics is due for that loss. Maybe it's the back-to-back games, whatever. But then they end up only losing the game by 2 or something like that. So they must have woke up at some point, and Porzingis had 34. So what do y'all think, man? Go y'all could run that NBA talk because this is you guys' segment.
Yeah, that game but the good thing came out that though. You see, people how Missoula bench a Holiday down the stretch.
I said, yeah, I put that on Twitter. I talked about it with you. I talked about it with some people. I'm not surprised because listen, man, he the last few weeks, Holiday's been balling. He seems like he got more comfortable. To me, though, this is my thing with the Celtics, man. And I told Stacks, man, I'm not gonna shit on JB. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna shit on Holiday. But my biggest thing with them these last few years has been in the regular season, but it's been in some of these big games, man. I just feel like when we get into these big games, like say the Indiana game, I know it's an in-season tournament. A lot of people think that's bullshit. That tournament, it is what it is. But I just feel like when we get in these big games, man, it's something. It's like we're missing something. But this is where I'm gonna go. But I'm gonna take a turn though. I was encouraged by that game, and I gotta be transparent. I picked Oklahoma to cover the 4, so I actually won money on that. I knew they were gonna cover or win that game. I just knew it. I don't know why I knew it. I don't really like betting against the Celtics, but I did. But anyway, the reason why I think it's different this year, even though Holiday had a bad game, Jalen had a bad game. 1, we fought back, and 2, we have a guy like Porzingis who has to stay healthy, and D. White that could get you that bucket, and Tatum could go and guard your best player. Tatum is an unbelievable defender, man. I'm telling you. And the reason why we came back in that game, too, is we switched him on Shea, and we didn't have to have him score. You could have D. White score. You could have Porzingis score. Keep Tatum, and Tatum was distributed. I'm not on the Tatum train as far as you. People know I like Tatum. I just have to give him his due because we didn't have that last year. He had to go on both ends. JB had to go on both ends. This year, if you want to put Tatum on Shea, if they play the Knicks at any time, put Tatum on Brunson. Brunson hates size. Brunson's a killer. He ain't a superstar, but he's a killer. He could hit big shots. And I think us having more offensive weapons, you could use Tatum more on defense, and he could focus more on defense and distributing the ball and just opening up the court for other people. And that's why we came back. I think Joe should have made that adjustment before, but Joe made the adjustment. See, I'm one of them people unfair. I watch enough basketball to know. And I feel as though it's a different vibe around the team. Usually, I think last year we got blown out by 50 by them. And they didn't even have Chet. They didn't have this guy. They didn't have that guy. I just believe we're in a better position this year.
Yeah, shout out to Holiday, because Holiday took that well. He was up cheering and everything.
Nah, because this is with a team, and we still need another piece off that bench. And I think you should give Walsh a chance. Me and T Stats were talking about that. I don't know what Brad's gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do. I would see what he could do. Bring him in, the kid out of Arkansas. But yeah, I'm just encouraged, man, because I think with that team last year with Grant Williams and Marcus Smart, I'm not putting it on them. I don't want people to get all upset about Marcus Smart. I just don't think we have that matchup. We have a matchup we could go to. You can put Porzingis in the post. You could put him on the elbow, and Tatum could play more defense. JB, he took a step back that game as far as his playmaking, but overall this year JB's been good, man. I gotta give him his props. I'll give him a pass on that. You know what I mean? He was 0 for 8. He had an off night, but I think we are playing the right way. I think it was an encouraging loss, if that makes sense. Stacks coach, so I don't know if there's such a thing, but that's my take on that game. Yeah, so that was my take on that game. I was encouraged more than I was discouraged.
Nah, they played all right. Like before that game, I think they had won 5 in a row, and I think 6 in a row, and I think OKC had won 4 in a row. So something had to give. And OKC's coming, man. Yeah. OKC.
You want to hear something though?
Best record in the West.
I bet against them last night, and I messed up because I picked Atlanta. I knew they were going to lose that game. You know, the NBA could be predictable at times.
Yep.
But they fought too, though. They were getting blown out, and they fought back. So they're here to stay.
Atlanta one of them tricky teams, man. Atlanta actually matches up with them a little bit better too.
They do. They're more.
They match up with them a little bit better.
Yeah, they're athletic. They like to run around.
And they guard play, and they got them quick guards that can stay with Shy a little bit better. And we lost that game. Shout out to the so-called we're gonna call him so-called molester or the so-called pedophile. He is some big shots that game.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that Joe, that's one thing I didn't like, that Joe dared him to shoot. He's not really a good 3-point shooter. I think Joe could have made that adjustment. He didn't make that adjustment. And when he was about to make that adjustment, that coach for Oklahoma City, man, listen.
Yo, and another thing, shout out. I just found this out. That GM from Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he's from Boston.
He's from Boston. Not only that, the head coach is from Boston as well.
Yeah, he's from Boston.
Yeah. The whole staff over there, and they're young.
Yeah, that coach
in their 30s.
Chess. Yo, Stats, that game was getting so much. That game, they were saying, was one of the top 5 games this year as far as chess matches go and matchups. I know Stacks is a basketball coach nerd, me too, but I don't know the intricacies like that, but I know enough to be like, wow, just the adjustments during the game. Like I said, we know Joe got a better staff. He's making better adjustments than last year. But that coach from OKC is a smart cookie too, man. This dude was riding Giddy. Pause. He took him out because he knew he got what he got out of him. Took him out, played Joe the right of minutes, played the rookie. What's his name? The kid from Kentucky, Stacks?
Oh, that's man, I forget his name.
He was just pushing buttons, man. Pushing button. Every button he pushed, and Joe would push a button. It was like a great game to watch if you're like a basketball nerd. Like if you could break that game down in so many ways. And I just think we made the right adjustments, but we made them late in the game. Like I said, if it was me, I would have put Tatum on Shea earlier. And I'm not saying he would have made him shoot 4 for whatever, because he held him down in the 4th. But just to blitz him, right, Stacks? Just mix it up a little bit with him. And like I said, though, it was a great game. I'm more encouraged than discouraged. They're gonna be here for some time. I hope, me and Staff's been talking about this offline. I hope they give Jordan Walsh a shot. If not, they should be playing Brissett more against these athletic teams. You got Cornette out there. I'm not saying Cornette didn't play. He scored, but he gave up all types of. It's just like some of these things that we could do to enhance ourselves against these young athletic teams, man. Because Oklahoma City, I would go small against them, in my opinion.
You can.
You know?
You can.
I'm not putting Al Horford and Cornell on the court at the same time. When I seen that, I said barbecue chicken. And if you watch basketball, you know what I mean by barbecue chicken. They had Cornette and Horford on the court at the same time, Stacks. That bench lit us up, man. It was just like, remember I text you, what is this lineup? Did you see that? I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, that line. I didn't like that double big lineup.
But anyway, that's how I feel about that. And as far as the NBA is going, I got to talk about this. We have to talk about this. Shout out to Ty Lue. I think Spoelstra's the best coach in the NBA, in my opinion.
Eric Spoelstra.
I think he's the best coach in the NBA, in my opinion. But Ty Lue's a close second. To put that team in the position they are now, on the winning streak they are now, and have James Harden buy in. I'm not the biggest Harden fan, not because of all the other extra shit. I just don't like his game. I'm just keeping it real. But I respect his talent. I think he's a good ball distributor. I hate to say it, like, oh, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, they should be playing. That team, I don't know if they're going to make it out the West. I don't know. But for them to play how they're playing, if I was out West, I wouldn't want to play them in a playoff series.
Nah, not in the first, not in any
not
round.
The first round.
Not in any round. I mean, still, to see, if you think about it, I think in another 2 weeks, the season's halfway over. You know what I'm saying? 40 games. So that it's gonna be tough, man. The Clippers gonna be a tough out, man, if they start playing well. As long as they keep playing well, I'm saying, as long as they keep playing well, they'll be a tough out, man.
All right. So, I mean, listen, you guys give me so much information on what's going on with the Celtics and, you know, how y'all see the game, outcomes and how the game's being played based on y'all observation. Stacks being a coach and Sean Doe situation, you know, same here. Sean Doe being a connoisseur of basketball. This is going to be a long season for the Celtics, but I have a good feeling like this is their season because just based on the talent that they have. But there is some real good talent out there. You guys are talking about teams that I don't even really get a chance to watch. And I've been waiting to see what the Clippers was going to do with all these, you know, superstars on there, as you might want to call, if Harden would end up gelling with these guys, if Kawhi is going to end up really stop playing ball again. You know, those are the things I'm looking to see, and I wasn't really paying attention to more of the youth out there in basketball. And between you and Stacks, y'all keep me up on that knowledge of the youth out there in basketball, these young boys that's out there up and coming, that, you know, people are not really paying attention to. So I appreciate
right
that.
now, there's 3 generations in the NBA. That's never been like that ever in the history of the league.
Okay.
Never. You got the LeBron, Durant, that crew, that
right.
You know, that crew. Then you got the Paul, Jason Tatum, Luka,
that's true.
You know, Booker. Then you
JB,
got the young guys. You got the Bancheros, the Chet Holmgrens, you know what I'm saying? You got 3 different John Morant. You got 3 different. You know what
3
I'm saying?
different type of generation basketball players.
That's never been like that, because when back in the, you know, I'm not trying to be like, oh, back in the day and all that. I'm just saying, like,
no, I feel what you're saying. Yeah,
I've been watching this league for a long time. Me and Stacks used to be on the phone when Kevin McHale was playing against Alonzo Mourning, when we were on the fucking house phone. Alonzo Mourning at the free throw line, buzzer beater. Every time I see that play, I think of Stacks. Every time I see that play, he called me right away on a house phone. So I know I've been watching this game for a minute, and I've
That's what
never
I'm saying.
seen
You guys are
this
you
much
guys
talent
are
in the NBA. This is just
this,
my opinion now. I'm not.
this,
I don't want to go into the defense and the this and the we don't play that and the referees. I'm just saying, as far as me watching this sport and being in having one of the teams that are that is an elite team, and even if we didn't have an elite team, I still watch the sport. But the fact that my team is well put together, it puts me in it even more. And I try to watch every team. The only thing I'm disappointed in, and I want this was going to be part of my agenda free, and it's about basketball. It is nothing against the kid. I'm not blaming the kid. But the fact that San Antonio's on national TV every week is a fucking disgrace. Because as much as Detroit Pistons are not good, I cannot stand watching San Antonio Spurs. I'm sorry. I like Wemby. I respect his game.
But you know what? I think you know why they boasting it up. It's the kid, right? It's the kid, right? They boasting him.
No,
but you know what?
I'm just telling you now.
I think you know what I think they trying to boast? They trying to boast the resurgence of Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs.
No, I agree.
They trying to make it seem like Popovich did it three.
You can't do that to
he
NBA
did it three
fans,
times. Bro. He did it 3 times. He had the David Robinson, he had the Tim Duncan, and now he got this one. 3 times.
No, I'm saying as a basketball fanatic, I do not want to watch the team play. And even though they're in it tonight, it's 85-84. The kid only plays 22 minutes a night. You know what
why is that? And why is that?
Because they
put him on minutes restriction for some reason.
He checked himself into a game the other night. He checked himself into a game. I'm just saying, I'd rather watch Oklahoma City. I'd rather watch. I even like Indiana. I know, we're gonna be playing them. Celtics got a big little mini back-to-back against them in Indiana. That's just my opinion. I like the kid. I think he's gonna be good. I'm not taking anything away from him. But overall, I don't want to watch that team play. And the NBA shoved that shit down our throats. And they only won 5 games. As much as Detroit lost, they only 2 games better than Detroit. People keep thinking like, I like watching good basketball, man. Especially gonna be on national TV.
Right.
In the Lakers, we ain't getting away with it. You talk about you. With your team was put together. Mickey Mouse. Could we say Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse.
Could we say Mickey Mouse? I see Stacks is loving it too. Listen, the team is put together like Mickey Mouse. You got Austin Reeves, who I'm not saying can't play. I'm not saying he ain't a good ball player. He's a decent NBA player. But you give him all this money. You got Taurean Prince. Not saying he's a role player. You got who's a kid from Duke who been on like 4 or 5 teams in the last 2 years. He's starting for you right now. Who's that kid? Cam Reddish, who is a great kid out of high school. Love his game. No disrespect, Cam. I see you, brother. You're trying. LeBron James. What you winning with that? Your coach, I heard they want to get rid of the coach.
Who, Darvin Ham?
I heard that.
I don't know. Do y'all think tell the truth? Do y'all think Darvin Ham knows what he's doing?
Yeah, he knows.
I think he does. I think his roster is terrible. I think his roster is not a good roster.
He interviewed for that Celtic job. He almost got it.
I remember I was about to say that.
Stacks would know more about that with him than me because I'm not a coach, but I feel as though he got.
I think Darvin Ham was one of those names out there was always coveted.
I just think he got handed a bad roster. I think that roster's not good. Gabe Vincent ain't played all year.
Gabe Vincent got that bread.
I knew it was gonna be some fool that paid him after the Celtics got him paid. I knew that.
Yeah, you're right. Stacks was on that.
Stacks was on that. Gabe got that bread.
I knew somebody, and I'm gonna tell you, if your boy was a free agent, he would have got paid. Caleb Martin probably would have broke the bank if he didn't.
We keep saying that Caleb Martin would have broke the bank.
He won the series against Boston. I don't care what nobody say. I watched every last one of them games. It was Caleb Martin, not Jimmy Butler. It was Caleb Martin. He averaged 24 and 8.
He was smoking this. Yeah. He was
time
pulling out that
big
peace
shot,
pipe he's pulling the peace pipe out every night, bro. Trust me.
every time.
Smoking you.
I'm telling you, it was Caleb Martin.
Yeah.
And then if it wasn't Caleb Martin, Gabe Vincent.
Gabe Vincent's busting us in our eye. Like, yo, are you serious?
That shit had me so mad, man.
Bro, I'm gonna say this. Like, last year was the Celtics' opportunity to be starting a dynasty. That would have been the first chip right there, the first piece to the dynasty. But you let
no, you know what though?
Gabe, what's his name? Say the names again. Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin.
In hindsight, though, if we go by Miami, I don't think we're gonna beat Denver. You know why? I think we were broken in that locker room last year. I really truly believe that. And I believe there was people getting pulled in different directions. I don't think that the coach got along with Smart. I don't think the coach got along with Grant Williams. And don't get me wrong, you make it to the finals. I'm not saying we would have definitely lost that game. I just think that Denver team, Stacks will tell you, when you get in that, playing that string, and you play together, and the Denver had that kid from Dorchester, shout out to Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
You had him. You had
he was a good role player. Yeah.
You had a good bench. It just seemed like they were playing on a string, man, for the last. They went through their little dip during the regular season. We were always up and down and choppy with our rotations. We were up and down and choppy with our defense. We were up and down. And you know our offense was up and down. Isolation ball. I would have rather made it to, and I'm not saying we couldn't have won. I would have rather made it to that finals. But I don't know, Beans, if that would have been a definite championship.
I mean, Denver was on the road. I forgot about Denver. Was like
it's the way they were playing, Beans. Just the way that the stats will tell you. The way they were connected defensively. They weren't known as a defensive team. They weren't. Right. They just weren't. But they just got, it just all.
They had a good year.
They had a good year.
Yeah. So with that being said, go ahead, Jack, before you go.
Swept the Lakers. I think Miami got one game, right? I think they got one game. Yeah, they got one.
No, right?
Game.
No,
they got one. Then they got one game.
Yeah, one. Yeah, in Denver, I think.
Oh, you mean at Denver?
They got one in Denver, right?
Miami got only one, man, in that
series. Denver, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
After that, they woke up and smoked them. They took them out to lunch after that. But yo, nice show, guys. We covered all the bases. We talked about our Celtics. We talked about the Patriots. We covered Week 18, the final season, final week of the season, regular season. We talked some college football. We all are on Washington's bandwagon, not bandwagon, but we all riding with Washington pause. But Penix, that's our thing. The NBA, we know the Celtics. I think they'll be a different team this year, especially in the playoffs. I just feel that way.
Health and one more play off the bench.
Yeah, one more play, like you said. If they make it,
whether that's in-house or out-house.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just keep doing what they're doing. Build, JB, keep working on the game. They all need to work on the game. Like, remember when you were sending me the text about JT need to do that more often? Remember you sent me that little thing about you showed me that LeBron clip. Did you see that LeBron clip he sent? Did you see that stack?
He's been shooting less threes. He knows it. He knows
so
it. So
if JB could take a page out of that book, especially that little highlight reel he showed me of LBJ, JB will be nasty. I mean, JT will be nasty. Take a book out of it.
That's a big ass page to take.
No, but he has the talent though. Those stacks though. He's probably a once in a lifetime talent too. I'm not saying he's LeBron James, but JT could be
the gist of it was go to the hole, man. Use your size. You're 6'11". You go to the hole, man. All this fade away bullshit. Just go.
LBJ is a 6'9", solid as a fucking rock.
I know.
You're right. But
that's Karl Malone running the fucking point guard.
You're right. But you can't tell me JT can't go down there and dominate.
You can't tell me.
I just think LeBron just had the physical stature of LBJ. Tatum's big, but not LBJ.
No, for sure. No one's comparing them in size. We're just basically saying
go down there and
like,
do that shit that LBJ has. Like LBJ has the body. You gotta talk about a cat that spends $1 million a year on his body too.
Right,
so
right.
We could talk all we want about. What about you? Gonna send a highlight reel of Steph Curry, who's 6 feet tall and 150 going in the rack. He goes to the rack. Like
that ain't often though. Don't do that. That's not often. He goes to the rack, yeah, but we all
he goes to the rack though.
Not like that. Not like that. Not like that. We all know what Stephen Curry does. We all know.
But what I'm saying is just go to the rack more, man. We don't have to
just go to the rack.
Just go to the rack more. That's it. You don't shoot 10 3-pointers. You're not a 3-point shooter. He's not.
You see JT Curry highlights. You're showing him going to the rack, dog.
So I'm gonna end the show. We're gonna end the show now. Because we could keep going on and on. We could go for hours talking about basketball and football. We could and end up in sports and entertainment. The only thing I'm gonna give y'all guys a part of the agenda free stacks. You don't have to worry about this, but this is the agenda free. This will be, I don't know if it's true. The meteorologist might be pulling a friggin' fast one with us up here in New England this week here. But it's been a stacks. It's been a let's say a very mild winter up here right now. But the storm's coming this weekend, so they saying be ready for the first nor'easter or whatever we're getting is going to be hitting on Sunday. So you guys out here in New England and the Boston area, get your snow blowers and your shovels ready. Throw on them mitts and them scarves and them hoodies and them scullies. And it's about to get choppy. Hopefully, I don't want it. I don't care to be shoveling no snow. My snow blower's in the shed. Has been there almost 2 years. I haven't had to fucking use the shit. So, you know what I mean? I don't want to pull it out.
My girl said, prime it up. I say, park your car next to the road and shovel from the road. We ain't priming up nothing.
Right? Oh yeah, get the prime it up. Get the.
It's gonna be rain and snow. It ain't gonna be 2 feet of snow, man. Listen, bro, don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it.
Hopefully, it ain't gonna be no 14, 15. It's ridiculous, man. Come
on. My daughter, my youngest, man, she's like, man, I want it to snow. I'm like, you serious, yo? You want it to snow? She wants a school day. She wants to go sledding. All of that. I'm like, I could part ways with all of that. I could be right where Stacks is right now in that lovely ass Florida weather, sipping on my friggin' cocktail and just chilling, man, looking at a sunrise or some shit.
Speaking of cocktail, what's that purple drink you got?
Yo, man, you already know. Yo, it was a little vodka and a little something, man, a little spirit.
What you trying to bring the hypnotic back? What's that purple?
I've been hitting it hard lately, Stacks. What's up with me?
Nah, man, y'all are bugging. You're bugging. You know. Yo, Doe, I've been on my water kick for you. See me, and only last week I had that beer up here on that show.
You were hitting us up at 8 in the morning with a beer.
I was on that water.
Don't worry about it, Beans. I used to drink at like 6 in the morning. Stacks will tell you. I call Stacks. He's on his way to work. Stacks, but yo, I gotta call you back.
So, like, you know what it is, though, on our Thursday Night Live. Once again, this was our Thursday Night Live, but we're about to be finished. But on our Thursday Night Lives, man, I think that's the night that I really like have a cocktail. Like any other night, I really don't mess around, but it's Thursday night, man. When I'm on with you guys, to tell you the truth, I sit down, relax on this on this table here at this desk in this little studio, and I vibe out with y'all and just sip a little. I don't go crazy, but that one is that, and then I'm done. But yeah, it was a purple passion, man. Something I made up, man, with some juices and some bitters, a little vodka. How was that?
Talk about the bitters. I'm about to go get the bitters.
You got to go get some bitters, yo. Get some aromatic bitters, and you just need a tap of that joint. What it does to your drink is crazy. That's some old UK shit, some English thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's some old English shit. But they use that in their drinks out there, and they give it a splash. They put that in regular, like they put it in their lemonade. They put it in their pineapple juice. They put bitters. Yep.
Yeah.
Look it up. It's good, man. It's and it gives a flavor. That's what I'm telling you, though. Not just for liquor. This is just for like juices and all that stuff. Like it just gives this extra like.
I gotta start drinking more water, man.
Yeah, but no, I've been on this water. I've been on this. Well, this is the first thing I drank that wasn't water all day. I've been on some water kick lately, man. Like, just trying to flush the body with the water, man. That's the New Year's thing. Drink more water. Try to exercise a little bit better. So with the agenda-free guys, stay healthier, drink more water, eat better, eat more veggies and fruits, man. That's another thing. Vegetables and fruit, man. That's the agenda-free. We always got to talk about keeping our people healthy and staying healthy. It's one thing to get, have a little good time every now and then, toast a little couple of bottles, whatever you like to smoke, do a little dog walk, whatever you do, but you always got to stay healthy and take care of your body, and walk and bike and all that other stuff. So with that being said, it was another good one. I enjoyed it, and I'm sure some of our, we had people in the chat, and a couple people jumped in. Spence jumped in. There's people still there watching between Facebook, YouTube, and X. I haven't been streaming Instagram platform because there's something iffy about that. I gotta work on that. But we'll start streaming through our Instagram as soon as I figure out the technicalities of that shit. But with that being said, I enjoy it. We'll see each other on Sunday. You guys have a safe weekend and enjoy those games on Saturday. We'll talk about that on Sunday. And Bios con Dios. It's Parlay with us. It's Mr. Beans here, Sean Doe, Hustle Stack. Stoney will be back on Sunday fully in the studio, and we'll be bringing y'all this fire sports and entertainment content from Parlay with us. Peace. See y'all later. Peace.
Hold on. I ain't never seen the bed with the football, Beans. That's a good one.
That's what I was trying to I was trying to tell y'all that, man.
You must have got that for Christmas right there, man.
Nah, this is one of my officials that keep I keep it hanging in the closet. That maroon connect, and I got the J's, you got the ones with it. It's a whole connect. You know what I mean? So yeah, today I was just like,
I ain't never seen him with the football.
Yeah, y'all know my polo kid,
shopping. We used to see that. That was my thing. We see that bed. Remember, we used to be hanging up in Macy's.
Yeah, but y'all know I'm that polo dude, man. Like, that's my wardrobe, man. Like,
that shit was like $300-400 when we were growing up. That sweater, I think,
easily with that bed.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
It ain't cheap now.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. This sweater is like $300. No bullshit.
Yeah,
like, I'm not even bragging or nothing. There's nothing like this.
No,
anything polo and sweater like this type of stuff.
But let me tell you, back in the day, that was like our crown jewel. And my man Ruben, shout out to Ruben, he got it. I ain't gonna tell you how he got it, but he got it.
No, listen. And it's still like people will say, and today the younger kids, the young kids, they wearing everything else. They into the Balenciagas and the Fendis and this, that. $1,200 sweaters and sweatshirts and $2,000 sweatshirts. I'm all set with that. That's cool, guys. I like that dress code. That's fly shit. Don't get me wrong. That's fly shit, but that's not me. I'm sticking to my old school polo. You'll see me with a polo hat. You'll see me with a Boston hat. All that extra shit. I ain't spending that type of money to, that's, I'm cool with what I got. This is expensive enough for me.
Stacks, we spending $1,000 on these jerseys and Swiss. Stacks
is fly.
Stop playing. $1,000 on the jersey.
I'm gonna tell y'all, we ending it. I gotta get off of this, but I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. No. Before we go and I hit this freaking outro, Stacks this year for Parlay with us. I'm just already nominating him, and I know Stoney's gonna be like, nah, you can't do that. But I'm nominating Stacks as the best dressed Parlay with us team member on this podcast for this season. Me and Doe gotta go to work next time and get our shit together for next season.
I ain't going. Well,
you know what I mean?
I gotta pay these house bills, man.
I'm paying the bills too. I'm paying the bills.
You probably pay the whole note off if you start fucking gambling.
Doe, don't give me that. You're right, Stacks. Don't give me that, Doe. Take some of them winnings that you're getting and go to the pro shop. So next year, me and you will try to.
The next time I hit, I'm gonna get some. All right. Not
me and
okay.
Me and you gotta give
next
Stoney
Thursday,
and comp.
I'm gonna have something.
These dudes sports apparel is off the chain. You know what I mean? But nah, man, I'm just messing. You know, we just messing with you. We all got to do things in stride. Like me, I didn't even go. I haven't been to the.
I came home, my oil, he was off. I had to call the oil man. This is grown man shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like, God damn it.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's always something. Trust me, I know.
That should cost a polo sweater. Put it that way. But I had to spend to get that motherfucker.
Yeah, you ain't lying, yo.
Shout out to the boss. I ain't gotta worry about that no more.
Yeah,
I got the windows open right now.
Oh, you see, look at that. He's bragging with that nice tropical weather where I want to be. So with that being said, man, enjoy it down there in Tampa. Love y'all. See y'all Sunday. Parlay with us. Peace.
God to make moves, doobie don't snooze, it's on your back, cause they hate you, dog break through, son get through, but don't break you.